Howdy folks, hope you're all having a really good one, and welcome back to World of Tanks with the Mighty Jingles. Today we're featuring a Tier 8 standard battle here on the Siegfried Line map, starring Margay 3000 in... What is that? What the hell is that? That, kids, is the Mars. It's a fancy 3D style for what is basically the Progetto 46, Tier 8 Italian medium tank. Well, I'll say basically a Progetto 46. I mean, it is exactly a Progetto 46. No more, no less. Just with a new name, the Mars, and a fancy 3D style. Which I believe is supposed to look like a Roman Centurion. Hence the name, Mars, the Roman god of war. Yeah, I can see it. It's got the red cloak. It's got the Roman helmet with the crest on top for the turrets. You can't see it from this angle, but down the sides, they're lined with shields for the skirt armour. I get it. I just don't like it. Oh, by the way, don't worry, he hasn't been spotted. Replay bug, 6th sense hasn't actually gone off. You'll know when it does. Actually, it's probably... There we go, he did just get spotted. Wargaming, of course, are in absolutely no rush to fix their buggy, broken replay system. If they could sell you working replays, they'd get it fixed by the middle of next week, but let's just say it's not on their list of priorities. And it's probably best to keep your wallet in your pocket and not encourage them anyway. But like I said, not a huge fan of some of these more out there 3D styles. Although, you know, it's entirely possible I'm just being a bit of a hypocrite here, because while I definitely don't like this one for the Progetto 46, there's one for the, is it the Japanese Tier 7 or 8 Heavy, the Oho? It has a Warhammer 40k Orc skin, which I think looks amazing. And I'm sure there are people who like the Mars skin here for the Progetto 46, but, well, I'm not one of them. Anyway, Tier 8 standard battle here on the Siegfried Line map. Neither team have map control, neither team have a kill advantage, and neither team have a hit point advantage, so there's still everything to play for. That's an extremely brave T20. I mean, that thing is technically a medium tank, but it's really more of a light tank, except without the light tank's camo or speed. And slugging it out in the city, well, let's just say that's a very brave T20. Speaking of slugging it out in the city, this is also a very, very brave spot for a Progetto 46, because that's basically what this thing is, to be fighting. Because while this is an excellent tank, it is not exactly over-endowed with an abundance of armour. The armour on this thing is really bad. Then again, this isn't exactly a fantastic map to be out in the open on either. All of that open ground to the west on this map, where a very fast medium like the Progetto here can stretch its legs, is not exactly great terrain for this tank either, thanks to its absolutely abysmally bad camo rating. Yeah. You know, actually, on second thoughts, I take it back. This may actually be one of the best spots for this tank on this map. Because it does have amazing DPM, thanks to this 3-shot autoloader. And with the 9 degrees of gun depression, which Margay was just demonstrating there against the Tiger P, it is actually able to get over the rubble and, well, wreck tanks like the Tiger P that really, in these sort of circumstances, should be outplaying it. The gun on this thing really is excellent. It has such a good gun. 0.33 accuracy. And of course it's an autoloader, as the 110 over there is experiencing the hard way. Decent aiming time, 2.1 seconds. Not fantastic, but certainly not bad. And while most Tier 8 mediums have in the region of 200mm of penetration with a standard ammo, usually like around 202 or maybe slightly below 200, 198 for example, this thing has 212. 259 if you put your hand in your pocket and swipe your credit card. How are things going? Because there's nothing left to kill over here. Which isn't necessarily good news. I mean, the team are doing well. They're 3 kills to 1, although the hit point difference is marginal. Neither team have anything that even approximates map control. They're very much still fighting for it. The result is still very much up for grabs. Margay's probably not best pleased at the idea of having to leave this central position in order to find something to shoot at, because, well, he is essentially in a Progetto 46 in a street battle, and his armour is really, really bad. So the rubble in that central position allowed him to use the gun depression He's going to miss it. But if he wants to shoot things... Oh, I spy a dead tank. There goes the 1357. Got one shot left. Can he use it? He can. Oh, and he got a quick reload back as well, so 2 shots. Both of them counted. He wasn't the one to get the kill, but a kill was gotten. Now, the enemy team have pulled another 2 kills back, but Margay's team are still 3 kills ahead. And then, quick as a flash, the second I opened my big, fast, stupid mouth, the enemy team pulled back another 2 kills. Margay there waiting for the full reload before he expands the autoloader. There it is. There's 1. There's 2. Damn it. The fact that he actually scored a penetrating hit at all there against the VK is, well, it's down to the .33 accuracy of this, what is it, a 90mm gun? Yeah. Because he had to aim for a weak spot on the turret top. The fact that he actually scored a hit with anything is pretty remarkable, but that's the accuracy of this gun. Remember, the Italian autoloaders, they reload slower the fewer shells are in the magazine, the revolver. I don't know. No idea what the actual autoloading mechanism on these things is. But if you have 2 of 3 shots loaded, the third one loads really fast. If you've got nothing loaded, the first one reloads really slow. So managing the reload is as important as positioning, target selection, all that good stuff in these Italian autoloaders. Not just the Progetto, obviously, but all of the Italian autoloaders. Oh, that was a good shot. And there's another kill. Oh, he's taken a hit there from... There's an unspotted IKV down there to the south. It's got a pretty fast... Oh, and it's gotten him... Yeah, that was unfortunate. The Italian autoloaders, of course, are completely opposite to the Russian autoloaders, which are completely brain-free and actually reload faster the more shots you fired. Because, of course, they do. Oh, he's in a tricky spot here. Who do you want to get shot at by? That's the question. Oh, they're about to lose the Tiger. Yeah, they have just lost the Tiger too. Well, they definitely have the advantage, both in hit points and numbers. But here's the thing: of the 4 enemies remaining, there's those 2 heavies. There's a Rheinmetall Borsig providing overwatch for them on the field, which I'm kind of surprised at. More that he's still there and hasn't been killed yet. But if you look at the minimap, there's a eunt moving down to try to flush him out. Margay's biggest problem is that IKV. He's pinging the map over at K9 and he's asking the friendly Super Hellcat to go and flush him out and spot him. Now, the fact that there is a Super Hellcat on the team, not only still alive, but on full health, who didn't manage to get himself killed in the first 2 minutes of the battle, automatically puts that Super Hellcat driver in the top 10% of Super Hellcat drivers. So I am optimistic that he's going to do a good job of spotting that Swedish tank destroyer. Well, actually, why do they call it the Super Hellcat anyway? I mean, I realise it's a Tier 7 version of the Tier 6 Hellcat, but there's basically very little difference between the two, despite the 1 tier difference. The Super Hellcat gets a whole, are you ready? 100 more damage per minute, at the cost of 1 horsepower per ton worse power to weight ratio. Other than that, they're basically the same thing. Call me a wizened old cynic if you must, but it really... yeah, I mean, maybe I am being a bit harsh and unfair, because the Super Hellcat was basically a gift for people with more than 5 years of service in 2019, but it is a very low effort, in fact almost 0 effort gift. But a gift's a gift, so who am I to complain? And that Super Hellcat player is moving. You know what, the IKV must have pulled out. Maybe he saw the Super Hellcat coming. If he did, he didn't get a shot off at him. And the eunt has moved down the western flank and he's overrun the last spotted position of the Borsig, who is not there. The Borsig has just been respotted. Hopefully the eunt can take him out, but now, with both support and enemy tank destroyers occupied with things to do other than supporting the 2 heavies, now would be the perfect time to move down this flank and start rooting out those enemy heavies. The eunt has killed the Borsig. The IKV just got spotted. He's fleeing from the Super Hellcat. Oh, took a nasty hit there. It wasn't a kill. It did damage his turret ring, but hey, that's what repair kits are for. The enemy IKV looks like he's making himself the filling in a tank destroyer sandwich, but Margay's immediate concern is the surviving Type 63. There's the one shot, there's the IKV. He's just taken a hit from the UDES. There's a potential Top Gun here. First shot missed, another hit from the UDES, and he's got him, and there it is. There's the Top Gun. Kill number 6. And that was actually a fairly well-fought game in this Tier 8 battle for Margay 3000 in the Mars, which is basically a Progetto 46, here on the Siegfried Line map. Like I said, not a massive fan of this particular, well, I was going to say skin, but it's not really a skin, is it? It's a separate tank from the Progetto 46. It's possible to earn both. This is a premium Progetto 46, but I'm just not a huge fan of the model. Still a great tank, because the Progetto 46 is a great tank. It's, well, I mean, I kind of find myself in a Tommy and Turkish from Snatch situation where they're arguing about their caravan. What's wrong with the tank we've got, Turkish? Oh, nothing, Tommy. It's tip-top. I just ain't sure about the colour. You know, it is a purely cosmetic thing. And I appreciate that your mileage is going to vary, and there are almost certainly going to be people out there who absolutely love the look of this thing. I'm just not one of them. Can't deny how effective it is, though. High caliber, Top Gun, ace tanker, 6 kills and 5,700 damage. And of course, because it is a Tier 8 premium, and these things literally print money, 137,000. I mean, it would have been a profit even without the personal reserves bonus. So, yes. Margay 3000 in the Mars, which is really just a Progetto 46, which is a very good thing. Hope you all enjoyed it. And as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.